Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, Psycho Worldwide, in association with One Mind Entertainment, proudly brings to you two of the greatest podcast hosts in the world. I am Crazy Kevin. He is Dan Jones, and we are Two Fat Guys Podcast. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. First show, new year. You know how it is. Let's get it popping, baby. What it do, Dan? Man, first of all, it's good to see you. It's good to see you healthy. Good to see you breathing with two good lungs and all that beautiful stuff. I'm glad you made it to 2025. So what it do, fam? What it do?
Man, I'm happy to be here, somewhat healthy. I'm good. Both lungs. We good to go now.
Breathe, right? Breathe. How you feeling though, fam?
I'm good, man. How you feeling?
I'm Gucci, fam. You know how it is, yo.
Yeah. Working on a lot of projects, bro. I'm here now.
Yeah, I'm glad, fam. I'm glad to see you. I'm glad that you are Gucci. Man, we ready. We ready, fam. Like we got the new platform, as y'all can see. You got the new backgrounds. We came in 2025 rolling. Go ahead.
Got the new background. I'm still in the green room.
Yeah.
Getting everything straight.
I ain't even talking about right, but right now I'm in the remote Two Fat Guys virtual office. So that's where I'm at right now. But I'm talking about like the aesthetics of the background of the screen. You see the Two Fat Guys arena behind us because we live in effect and we got battles tonight. I took it back today. That late 80s, early 90s. I'm showing my age. We live in effect in the building, B.
Hey, Miss Voorhees, how you doing?
Shout out. Oh, Miss Voorhees is fresh in the building. Welcome to 2025, Miss Voorhees. Good to see you, girl. Good to see you, girl. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. First year. Not first year, new show. First show, new year. There we go. And Chris is in the building. Hey, Miss Kristen, host of Coffee and Tea. Wish is coming back with season 2. So y'all keep your eye out for that. So she definitely will be popping up real soon. But yo, we got a lot to talk about tonight. We're gonna get into the battles in a minute. We got our homeboy Big Nah, aka Dick Claw. He's actually going by Najee, aka Dick Claw. I mean, I'm gonna need y'all to get these names together because y'all killing me right now. All right, it's too many names. That's why I'm just gonna stick with Crazy Kevin because that's who I am. That's who I'm gonna be. That's how I'm gonna die. But with yo, a lot of stuff that's happened. A lot of stuff just happened in the world of professional wrestling, primarily WWE. They just making some big moves with the Netflix thing, which I talked about on Crazy Corner. So go check that episode out. It is live on the podcast page right now on twofatguys.com and our YouTube channel. It is live. Dan got his new show called The Lion's Den, which is fresh on the two platforms we got. But there's a lot of stuff popping off. We got Tiffy Time becoming the new champion. She had her first title defense last night against Bayley, which I knew she was going to win because it wouldn't make sense just to make her a transition champion. But what do we know? So yeah, Chris, the chat is busy right now. Jesus.
Let's keep it going.
Oh, definitely, man. Just keep the chat going. So fam, we gotta put that up there. Gotta put that up there. But yo, without further ado, bring it to the stage. We gotta bring in our man, our brother in arms, fellow fat guy himself, Najee, aka Dick Clark. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show, my brother. Welcome to the show.
What's good? Happy 2025. Good to be alive in 25.
Yeah, welcome. Hey, definitely good to be alive in 25. I like that.
Good to see you, brother. Good to see you in 2025. Also you, but good to see you because this is the first time I'm seeing you this year.
Appreciate it, man. Good to see you too, man. Thank you. Appreciate it, man. I'm here.
Green screen. New Year. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Nah, man, it feel good to be back. It feel good to be back in the building. But yo, we got a lot to get into. So we about to get into these battles tonight. And if y'all wondering who is the battles going to be for tonight, I'm gonna tell you, it's gonna be a banger. It's gonna be a banger, and
Amen,
we
brother.
gonna we gonna start some trouble with this one. I
Uh-oh.
promise you. That's the plan, right? That's always the plan. Start some little shenanigans. It's not us that we don't do some shenanigans. You know what I'm saying?
Always
So
the plan.
I actually swore off of shenanigans in
thank you,
2025.
Chris. Thank you, Chris, for the compliment. We appreciate that. She said the platform looks great.
Thank
Because
you.
I
Thank
like
Thank
to
you.
you.
behave.
Thank you. Ms. Voorhees says, right, it really does. Nice and crisp. Thank you. Appreciate you. We
Nice and
trying.
crispy. Nice and crispy.
Yeah, nice and crisp. I'm telling y'all, we bigger things,
Slowly
bigger
upgrade.
platform. Right. Gotta upgrade. Gotta upgrade. But
Slowly
tonight,
upgrade. Got it.
we are doing, as you can see in the ticket, we are doing a battle tonight. This is a triple threat battle, and this is the battle that had to take place. This is the battle that had to happen. This is a battle of old school versus current school versus wannabe new school. This is the NWO original versus the Bloodline original, OG Bloodline, I should say, versus the Bloodline 2.0. We
Mm.
got some questions that need to be answered in these battles. So we are going to get started. Can we get the bell ring, please? Can we get the bell ring one
I have a
more
slight
time?
request.
We got a bell?
We
I
got a
got a
bell.
request.
We got a bell. We got a bell. One more time. Yeah. What's your
I got a
request, sir? What's
request.
your request?
So for the next battles, can you find since this is a two fat guys podcast, and I'm assuming that you guys
Mhm.
support the thicker, curvier young ladies, can you get somebody to hold a card up, like say round one, round two, just kind of walk by the screen, something like that. Oh, you guys got a new budget. I'm sure you can fit it in there. Can you make that happen?
Well, we'll see what we can do. We'll see
You
what we
can
can
do
do.
with that. I like that.
But right
Thank you,
now,
thank you.
we got the air horn. All
Okay,
right,
yeah,
so
okay. I guess that will do.
okay, so we about to get into round one of this battle. So let's talk about the Usos versus the Outsiders.
Mm.
Come on,
Yeah, I
bro.
said
That's
it.
disrespectful.
Yeah, I said it.
That's very disrespectful.
How is that disrespectful? It's supposed to be, but how, sir?
So you're gonna take hands down the greatest team to walk this earth and put them against technically the forefathers of the Monday Night Wars.
I'm saying, why not?
That's
I
disrespectful.
think at the end of
Why
this
not?
day, you're looking at technical, what is it? Synergy versus smarts. The Usos is fast. I'll give you that.
Mm-hmm.
But the outsiders can slow this match down to their pace. They're very methodical. We've seen them together for years. They don't need to be flying around and all that jumping up and down. All it takes is a boot and a razor's edge, and that game is pretty much over.
Go ahead now.
Mm.
Go ahead now.
Mm. Ordinarily, I would agree with that. The Outsiders is a very hard matchup to go against. I will not disagree with you on that. I agree with everything you said in regards to Scott Hall and Kevin Nash and their methodical way of approaching matches. However, I would like to point out the Usos had a crazy rivalry with two big mother by the name of was it the Bludgeon Brothers at the time, I guess they were called. And
Mm-hmm.
they were about the size of Kevin Nash and Scott Hall. And if I
Mm-hmm.
recall correctly, the Usos came out on top in their rivalry. So
They did.
I am still going to stick with the Usos.
I mean, every tag team, that's that one person that takes the beating. For the Usos, it's Jay.
Oh yeah, they're
For
gonna
the
get that.
outsiders, it's Scott Hall.
And that's only by design because you can't make Kev get beat up. He's a big guy.
Right. I mean, a couple
I mean,
jackknife bombs, you ain't splashing no more for a
but
minute.
But
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 but hold on. But Scott Hall wasn't a small guy either.
he
He
wasn't a
was still
small guy.
he was still a big guy. Not
He
but
was mad about it
Kevin
too.
Nash had the height. Kevin Nash had the height, granted. But Scott Hall, Razor Ramon, he
Hmm.
still had the build and he had the speed. Like
Razor can't
Razor,
go with the small dude because he went with Sean. He had a few things with Sean, and Sean was fast,
right?
and the kid was fast. Now the only downside to that team is actually Nash, because if you run Nash fast enough, that quad is out, and now it's a handicap match.
What CM Punk say every time he walks? Like click clack,
Quick
click
clack. That's it.
click clack.
Let's be honest. Let's be honest.
I remember
If you
that. I
don't if
remember
you
that.
don't get caught, by a power bomb or whatnot, and you run that dude long enough, he out of it.
And I think the Usos can do that. I think the Usos would use that to their advantage, because
Absolutely would.
because like you said, that's where the high flying comes in. That's when the synergy that the Usos will have over the outsiders will come into play, and that's really because, like I said, it's the synergy. They said day one ish. All right,
Right.
yeah, Scott Hall, Kevin Nash, they was friends. They worked together. They traveled together, but the Usos grew up together.
This is why I say that if it gets to a slow down point, can the Usos bounce back from it?
Absolutely again.
Because
Yeah,
you know the sneakiness behind the outsiders. If you ain't paying attention, it's a billy club to the back of the head.
True that.
or
But let's
or
not forget. Let's not act like the Usos
or a
don't know how to play
taser
dirty.
baton or a taser baton.
Right, like I'm saying, you
Let's
don't
not
know
act
when
like
to
the
come from.
Usos don't know how to play dirty. They know how to play dirty. They did a
They know how
stint
to
being
play
dirty.
dirty.
And right, the Usos do know how to play dirty. You're absolutely right, sir.
I
They
think that
do.
that would
But the
be
outsiders dirty was different. The outsiders dirty was different.
All you
Like
gotta
they
do is
would
give them a finger
they're
poke of
dirty for
doom.
disrespect.
like come on now. The outsiders would literally thumb poke somebody in the eye in front of the referee.
And Kevin Nash lost the heavyweight belt by a finger poke. So therefore, I'm sticking
Right.
with the Usos.
The finger poke of death.
Right.
Yeah.
It's like damn, that disrespectful was totally different. It's to the point where you be like, bro, I don't know what I'm gonna do when I get in the ring with them. They mess around and sneeze on each other and then lay down for the pin. You done got all dressed up and got your hair wet just to go on there and lose, and you ain't even get in the ring.
Look,
So I'm
I
going
mean,
with the
but
two
that's what it
losses.
is, though.
You got the finger poke of doom by Kevin Nash. You got Scott Hall getting beat by the 1-2-3 kid. Therefore, I'm sticking with the Usos.
Well, no. You can't say Scott Hall got beat by the 1-2-3 kid because
Razor
Razor
Ramon.
Ramon.
it was
Excuse me. I'm sorry.
you know,
Razor Ramon.
that was a bad guy.
But
Say
what
hello.
it means is a little dude can come up with an easy move on the top rope and catch a win.
The
Little boom,
little
bada
dude
boom.
with the mullet. Don't forget the mullet.
The little dude with the mullet. And Jay Uso got a little baby mullet.
So
Don't come for Jay, y'all.
I'm just saying.
Don't come,
Jay's in enough trouble right now.
Oh,
yo.
so what?
Come,
Hey, no,
come,
he's not in trouble. He's coming
come.
up. I don't care what you say. He gets a pass. He
He,
gets a
I
he
don't.
does.
pass.
He does. He
Look. I
does.
saw
If
you.
it's true.
I
If it's
I
true.
am not co-signing on that at all. I'm
I'm
not falling for
co-signing it.
that trick. You go ahead
If it's true.
co-sign it, sir. Even if it is true, I'm not co-signing on that.
I'm not saying
For
it's true or
those
not true.
who don't know, Jay Uso um has been caught up in a bit of a
The rumor mill.
rumor mill that him and Jay Parker got a
Jada.
thing
Jada.
going
With the
on.
ah.
So
Jada.
allegedly, Jay Uso and Jay Parker did the horizontal polka at some point in time during his current marriage, and
Parker.
So,
Miss
they
we
was at
don't
Parker.
the
know if it's
club
true.
and
He was like,
she rubbed his thigh, quote unquote.
No, that's not what I heard. I heard it was a whole yeet fest from
it was
what
yeet.
people.
As Pat McAfee would say, he was yeeting all over the place.
It was yeeting. Yo, am I the only one? And I blame Corey Graves for this shit, yo. Excuse my language. I blame Corey Graves for this. Ever since Michael Cole and Pat McAfee went overboard on the Raw debut with the Yeet.
Right.
They went way overboard. Shout out to my man Sean, our brother Sean, one of our reverse clear people watching. I say reverse because he's clear on the outside, but Oreo on the inside.
That
So
man is black. He's
it's
black.
just his creamers on the outside. But shout
Oh,
out to Sean.
inbox me a t-shirt size, sir. I'm gonna send you a shirt that says "Clear People." All that. Yeet.
So he was actually talking to. He actually brought that up. That I said, reach out to him. Like he really brought that up.
Hit me up.
So hold on, we got some comments popping up.
My favorite Everclear.
Let me see. Jumping in to support real quick. Commanders are on now. I hope y'all win. I want a Beltway Super Bowl. That's what I'm praying for. I want a Beltway Super Bowl. I want the Baltimore Ravens to face the Washington Commanders in New Orleans. Because the last time we was in New Orleans, we played so hard we shut the lights off. That's all I'm saying.
I hate to tell anybody who's still playing this game that the Chiefs are going to win, whether they're the best team or not. The refs are going to make sure of that.
My favorite Everclear. Hey, Sean, look at you. Shout out from his Voorhees. That's what's up.
I do like Jaden Daniels though, so I hope they win that.
Bruh, wrestling is getting real soap opera-ish. LOL. It is. It really is.
It should.
Yeah, but but I hope Jay Uso is not caught up because he has a beautiful wife and a beautiful family.
He does.
So, Jada needs to be called up to the main roster ASAP.
No, she does not. I mean, she does for wrestling ability. That's why she needs to be called up. But she got what's the name on fire right now.
I would let her get the belt first. Let her get the NXT champ first, run it for like a year and a half, then come up.
I think Trick Williams is on his way out because Obafemi got the belt now. So I think don't be surprised if you see Trick Williams in the Royal Rumble.
Ain't nobody beating him no time soon.
Nah, that's why I said don't be surprised if you see Trick Williams in the Royal Rumble.
Well, they don't do Trick like they did Melo because I don't feel like they pushing Melo right, but that's a whole nother subject.
It ain't Melo time right now.
Yeah, so all right. Not that I know we're getting sidetracked, but we're gonna get back. But the problem is when you bring up this young talent that's very, very hot in NXT, you bring them up, but then you don't know what to do with them, and that's what happened with Melo. You put Melo in a couple beefs, like you had him beefing with Braun Strowman. His first night, you had him go against Cody Rhodes, which we know was gonna catch an L, but you put him in the main event with the main event guy. And now he's doing stuff with Braun Strowman. Like he got mollywop last night by the Bloodline 2.0, like Jacob.
Before that match got interrupted though, and I was hoping y'all watched that match. It actually was a very good damn match between.
It was a good match. Like Jimmy. First of all, you can't take nothing away from Jimmy, and I don't take nothing. I don't take anything away from Melo. I just don't like his character. His characters. I've seen one too many black arrogant wrestlers in my life, and this is another.
That's what he's basically coming off as.
Yeah, but it's not as good though. MVP was better. You see what I'm saying?
He's the new Shelton Benjamin.
But Shelton Benjamin was still better.
Shelton Benjamin was better. But I like Big Jim. Big Jim put on yesterday.
No. Shout out to Jimmy Uso. All right, we're moving to round 2. Ring the bell.
Hold on. So who won round 1?
So, we said the Usos won round 1.
Thank you. Okay. That's all I need to know. Keep it.
That was the first card of the night. We are moving to the second card of the night, which is X-Pac versus Tonga Loa.
I know. I can tell you who right now who's going to win that match.
Tonga Loa. If you say anything other than Tonga Loa, I'm gonna disagree with you.
The infamous Tonga Loa.
Tonga Loa's going to win that match, bro.
Yo.
He's going to win that match the same way the Miz beat John Cena in WrestleMania.
Hold on.
No, I disagree. I don't think he's going to need The Rock's help to beat.
No, somebody's going to help him interfere, bro.
Say what?
Somebody's going to interfere in that match, and Tonga Loa's going to win.
How do you figure that, yo?
Y'all gonna stop disrespecting X-Pac like X-Pac not a legend, though. What? X-Pac is a legend. Stop disrespecting that man.
I'm not disrespecting X-Pac.
Just because he's a legend doesn't mean he can't lose.
I'm not saying that because he got his ass whooped hella times. But I think Tonga Loa, really?
Listen, he has a better shot of beating David Otunga. I had to think about that myself. I'm sorry. I'm
Oh,
so
all right, Miss Voorhees just said it's all part of the script. I think she's talking about the Jay Uso situation. It's been this way for years. Side stories here and there to keep the crowd enthralled. I agree. And what did Miss Chris say?
First of all, that's a big word, enthralled. I like that.
it is.
Uh
It is.
she was
The only
she
thing
was
is
like,
that
say that again. Say what again, Chris?
Enthralled.
No, nope. That was yeah, I don't know. But yeah,
I'm
X-Pac
bowing out.
versus
I'm bowing
Tongaloa.
out this one. Yeah,
Tonga
yeah, I
Loa.
got this one. Go ahead.
Tonga Loa is going to win. Listen, if you move out the way of the Bronco Buster in time, you already know what happened the last time he missed the Bronco Buster. He almost busted his Bronco.
All right. All right, here's the thing. If it's a one-on-one clean match, Tongaloa, I'm gonna give it to Tongaloa. It was a one-on-one clean match. I'm not taking nothing away from X-Pac.
Good
I'm
job,
not. I
boy.
see. Nah, I'm not taking nothing away from X-Pac. But here's the thing.
You say Camacho? Really? Camacho is beating X Pac? That's what you telling me?
No, I said Tongaloa. I ain't say Camacho. Tongaloa is a more aggressive wrestler than X-Pac is. And once he's locked in, he's locked in. So I can't take nothing away from him. And this is the same guy who I literally just watched an old Ring of Honor match between him, his brother, and the Briscoe brothers for the Ring of Honor Championship. I literally
And,
just watched this match, and it
and
was
who carried that match?
bodies.
And who carried that match?
They both carried that match. The Briscoe brothers won, but they both carried that match. They both carried the match, so you can't take nothing away from
Yeah,
from
but
from
Tonga did take that
Are you
big
God.
sure
bag.
y'all did? Are you positive y'all ain't mean to say Tamatonga? Does that maybe y'all mixing the two up? Maybe we
No,
confusing the two.
no,
Nope,
Tonga Loa.
nope, nope. That this was Danny's question. Danny
Tonga
sent me the
Loa.
question and it said Tongaloa.
It
I
was
even said, I
PE
even
to say
asked him,
Tonga.
"Do you mean Tamatonga?" And he was like, "Nope, Tongaloa." I said,
It was
"Okay,
too easy to say that because anybody would have went for Tonga Tonga.
that is true."
I
Too
can
easy.
see this, I can see this
Now,
win to you, sir.
now, now, if you talking about Klutzy Tongaloa, Klutzy who who misses his mark
Really?
and trip coming from underneath the apron.
I'm not talking about the botch guy. No, not Mr. Botch. Not Mr. Botch. No, not at all.
All I'm saying is I'm gonna still give it to Tongaloa. Don't get me wrong, X-Pac is gonna put up a fight, but I'm gonna
Tongaloa
have
is two steps up away from the shop master / titles on the.
no, don't do that. Wow, that is full disrespect. Wow, what did that man do to you to compare him to the Shockmaster? I'll give you Titus O'Neil because
I
he
see his
did
debut.
trip.
Did you not see his debut?
Yeah, but you know the Shockmaster knocked down the whole stage set, bro.
Right. He couldn't bust through plywall, yo. That's what I'm saying. Tonga got caught up in the
My
he
point
got
exactly.
caught up, but Tonga got caught up in the apron. You can't be mad at him for that.
Since Tongaloa has been in WWE,
Smash, bro.
let's look at the Tongaloa's career in WWE since he's been here, shall we?
Sure.
He botched his debut.
Okay.
He
Okay.
lost an eye from a
He
finger
didn't,
poke. I think
he didn't lose his
somebody he got the
eye,
patch on his eye. His bicep is gone because somebody jumped off a cage on him or something. I don't know what happened. I got to go back and see how he even lost his bicep. Then they gave him the belt. They gave him a tag team belt because he couldn't get it on his own. Jacob had to let him hold it. Like, come on, sir. And then when
yo.
you finally defend
I
it,
bet you said
you
Jacob
lose
let him
it.
hold it. I bet you said Jacob let him hold it.
And then you lose the belt.
That wasn't his fault. That match was interfered in, and you know it. That match got interfered in, and you know it. All
It's
right,
still in the record book, sir.
all right. So
It's
you
on his
can't put
watch.
that on him.
It's on
That
his
was.
watch.
You know
Wait,
what? I think I'm gonna save this question, the next question for last, because this is gonna be that's gonna be the funny one.
hey, I got an in between question, bro. Side note.
Or one of the ones towards the last. Go ahead.
How do we feel about TNA merging now with WWE?
It was long
I
overdue.
never
Like you was already doing spots with them, so why not? and then it's really gonna be just for like the mid, not the. It's gonna be for like the developmental stuff. But honestly, what I know is gonna happen, WWE is gonna start poaching.
They should. Why not?
They're gonna start poaching.
They've been doing it from the ECW, old WCW days. So why not? TNA got some talent. They just don't got the bandwidth and the product to push out like everybody else.
Right now, I don't know if Grace Jordan is going to walk away and come over, and I honestly hope not because
Definitely want her.
They do want her, but I don't want her.
They definitely want her.
I'd rather take ODB than Grace Jordan.
Oh, geez, sir, she's like 50 years old.
In her heyday, sir. In her heyday.
Bro, I need to see Moose versus Braun Strowman.
No, I want to see Moose. I want to see Moose versus Obafemi.
Yeah, that would be a good one.
That's the one I want to see. Honestly, I don't even want to see Braun Strowman in the beef he's in now. Like, and yes, I'm about to backpedal. I'm about to backpedal on some stuff. And I gotta tell Nah, you were right. You were absolutely right, sir. When I sat back and thought about and watching what they have done with Braun Strowman, you are absolutely right. And now I know because a couple weeks ago I defended this man. I was like, no, Braun Strowman, he's the beast, he's a monster. And you're absolutely right, sir. And I'll give you that. They need to figure out what to do with him or let him go.
They don't, but he's a crowd popper for the kids. How about the ring do the little swirly thing and then take a punch in the body slam you won't match?
He's the modern day Big Show. He's the attraction.
Now I will admit I kind of like what I saw last night that was going to come about. No, actually, it's happening at main event. Jacob Fatu versus him at Saturday Night Main Event next week.
And they should.
They should.
But
he is going to get mollywopped. Like Jacob already said in the promo, you thought I was crazy? You thought I was psycho? You haven't seen nothing yet.
And if you seen the past, he's going to destroy Braun Strowman.
That made me worried. Like legit, like come on. I get what I get what wrestling is, but I'm sitting there as a fan like, people gonna die, yo.
If y'all thought Bronson Reed gave Braun Strowman work, this dude about to work him.
Yeah.
Ooh. Can I say it now for 2025?
Go ahead.
If he dies, he dies.
He dies, he dies.
He dies, he dies.
Braun Strowman best days are behind him. He's now the functional monster that they kind of fill in. This man got sound effects now. Wow.
You know what I love for him? When he got tackled by Angelo Dawkins at WrestleMania.
Oh, that was it. That was the end of it. The monster persona is over.
Yeah. Now you just a dude up the street.
Now you just a dude up the street. That's crazy.
Just a big dude now. That's it.
All right. So
So
Nod doesn't have an opinion for the second card of the night, which is okay. You standing with X-Pac, but it's 2-1. So Tongaloa wins this round. All right. Now we're moving on to card 3. Actually, let me double check before. Okay. This is not really a card match, but this is a slobber knocker question. I'm gonna take it back to Jim Ross's old days. Can I get the bell?
What's up?
All right. Can Jacob Fatu beat everybody?
Absolutely, he can.
Yeah.
Absolutely, he can.
Oh.
You got to understand, this is the guy that we've seen single-handedly beat up the Street Profits, DIY, and the Motor City Machine Guns in the same match, bro.
In the same night, yeah.
In the same night.
By the time the rest of the bloodline got down there, 3 of the 6 was already out, and the other 2 was just getting up.
Yo. Oh my God, yo. Like watching, first of all, you knew Jacob was coming when they pulled him from GCW, when they said his contract was up and he left GCW. So you know he was coming. And I'm gonna be honest with you.
Yes, he did, Chris.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I was not up on Jacob Fatu. Like I knew who he was. Yes, I did say slobber knocker, ma'am. I sure did, and it's not what you think that means.
Well, actually, in all actuality,
Well,
Go
No.
ahead.
So,
I'm
I
about to
was
say,
not.
because I know some not. But go ahead.
I was not. I was not a brisk on Jacob Fatu. But I am now. Before he came, I did go back and watch a lot of his GCW stuff and some other stuff that he's done in a couple of interviews. Like, and he's a real dude. Like, I watched this man do an interview while taking a shot of something dark and smoking a pack of Newports. I was like, okay, never seen that before.
He was standing on the block.
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah.
Yeah.
And he talked about how he got arrested and he was locked up. I was like, okay, this is a real dude. Like, he's real. And watching his matches, I was like, yeah, he's gonna be a problem. He was
Jacob is the ODB of the bloodline.
Yeah.
He can literally be like anything you say. You be like, yo, first of all, I don't trust you, but I know you got it.
Right.
That's the dude when he come over your house, you got to keep the burner on you.
Yeah.
You don't know what's gonna happen.
Yeah. I mean, you saw what happened when that man had to go through a metal detector. All right.
Right. This man, the security guard was doing his job, bro.
I do feel they should stop him from doing a hip attack because somebody's going to get their neck broke. His hip attack is too damn strong. The Usos is fun. When they do it, it's cute. It's playful. Even when Rikishi was doing it, it wasn't that damn bad. This dude be like, you about to break somebody's neck.
Well, I mean, first of all, shout out to the people that's selling it. But I really don't think
that wasn't. I don't. LA Knight looked damn near dead, and then he had to take another. He was like,
no, but if you actually watch his hip attack, he's literally throwing his hip into the turnbuckle. Like, he's taking the brunt of that hit.
What about the side that's hitting that man's head? Though? Yeah, the hip is going into the turnbuckle.
First of all, you need to move. Like, you are trained. You see that man that size coming at you that fast.
They ain't moving fast enough. That whiplash is something serious.
Yo, his agility is second to none. Like, he's put luchadors to shame.
Speaking of luchadors, I know it has nothing to do with the subject at hand, but how did y'all feel about my man's debut?
I was happy for Penta, and I talked about it. I briefly talked about it when I did the Crazy Corner episode, which I'll be doing another one tomorrow. So look out for that one. Yeah. Because people was like, he's supposed to debut at the Raw premiere. He was not. They saved him for San Jose for a reason, because they got the pop that they wanted because they was in San Jose.
They didn't want his debut to be overshadowed by what was happening with the debut.
Exactly, because he wouldn't have got the shine. And then you in San Jose, like, that's predominantly Hispanic. So you throw a couple Spanish words out there, like Ray did last night in San Diego, and you're gonna get the reaction. So his promo did run over, but I think that was just out of excitement for him to be in the WWE, because he said that's where he wanted to be. He's been fighting to get there, and now that he's there, God bless him.
I'm gonna get mine. Y'all gonna wait.
Right, I've been waiting for this.
He took a lot of shots at AEW, bro.
He did, and the fact that they made his brother sit there because they added time, because they wasn't going to add time to his brother's contract until they found out that Triple H was sniffing around. So they added that back time to his brother's contract when he was out injured. So I thought that was bullcrap, but I mean, business is business. I can't knock AEW for what they did, because business is business. But it is what it is. But Penta had a great show. Shout out to Chad Gable. The energy was there. Chad Gable made Penta look good. Penta made Chad Gable look good. That Mexican/Canadian destroyer was vicious.
The Mexican destroyer.
Yo, I know PD
Mexico, Canada, Canada, Europe. It's still a killing a move that should not be happening. I'm sorry.
Yo, I know Petey Williams in the back. For those who don't know, Petey Williams is a producer for WWE, and I know he was in the back and he was going, Mexican destroyer? For real? For real, Pat McAfee? You going to disrespect me like that? And Petey Williams is always going to have the worst. He's always going to have the most dangerous Canadian destroyer because he snapped it. Like his was.
Yeah. You know
he jumps with his.
Who does it similar to him? Who does the Canadian destroyer? what's her name? Roxanne.
Yeah, Roxanne Perez.
And
Yeah,
The Pop Rocks.
she snaps
the
that,
Pop
but you see the
Rocks.
whole crack come out of the head. I was like, bro, she's
Yeah, but
run.
But
he
she kind of
actually
turns
taught
hers
her.
into a power bomb.
Yeah, he
Like
actually taught her how to
she
do it.
modified it.
Yeah. So shout out to Roxanne Perez, who was
The
at
Man,
Swan.
shout out,
What's the
man.
little one? Look at the Swan. Zelina had that move before Roxanne Perez had that.
Selena did do it, but she didn't do it that much though. She did it a couple times. And speaking of Zelina Vega, Alistair Black may be on his way back, but we're gonna talk
So
about that. We're
I'm
gonna talk
hoping.
about that on Crazy Corner. So
And
yeah,
hopefully he get a better run this go around.
I think he will.
Yeah, I bet he should hold a belt, IC title.
All right, so we all in agreement that Jacob Fatu is a TKO on everybody's ass.
Everybody. Jacob versus everybody.
Jacob versus everybody. That's a song waiting to happen. All right, on to the next card.
Oh, I'm loving this belt. I swear to God, I'm loving this belt. Swear to God.
Who
I want
told
somebody to go, it's time.
who told a better story? OG Bloodline, Bloodline 2.0, or NWO? Who told a better long-term story?
See, you can't even answer this one directly, straight off the hip. You got to think.
So here's the thing.
Now,
I'm gonna go
go ahead.
first. I'm gonna say OG Bloodline. And the reason why I say OG Bloodline, because even when you thought it was overdone, they found a way to reel you back in. They hit you with the Godfather 3 every time. Just when you think you out, they drag you back in. You see what I'm saying? They always found the angle to keep you in the story with them. You were like, I'm tired of this mess. Oh my God, that just happened. Wow. And that's the thing, you suck back in like, how Sway? And I give and I don't even like this dude because he was such a Vince McMahon D-Rider. Michael P.S. Hayes. He has been the one that's been really orchestrating this Bloodline storyline. So I really give him credit for that.
I
Yes,
thought
he's
he's
been
gone now.
huh?
I thought he was gone now.
No, he had left because he had some family issues or something. And then Glorious Robert Roode took over temporarily, and then now he's back. But nah, all this has been under Michael P.S. Hayes. Under Michael P.S. Hayes' baton. So I give him credit for that. But they always found the way, with that being said, they always found the way to keep you enthralled. Now with the Bloodline 2.0, it was just feeding off what Roman had off the foundation that Roman had already laid down. So I really can't give them credit for telling a better story. He told the story of how Roman wasn't fit to be tribal chief because he lost. And this is a darker variation of the bloodline. This is what the bloodline needs to be. So I did like that story. NWO story got stupid after a while. It got tired and it got old because you had 18 different NWOs. You had NWO Black and White, you had NWO Original, you had NWO Wolfpack, you had Latino World Order, you had LGBTQ World Order, you had just a bunch of them. Just
I remember that one.
I remember seeing the alphabet community on Nitro.
All right, but my point is how even ECW took a shot at it with Blue World Order. Like, come on.
That was
it became a joke.
Right. So
not to mention the version of the NWO and the WWE, that was horrible.
Yeah, we're not even gonna mention that. That was just those are three dudes that should have been in a retirement home, but they were just trying to get that last check. They were just trying to get that check. Look, look, that WWE Vince McMahon check was a big check. All right.
He gonna milk you
because 2 out of 3 of them was like, I will never work for Vince McMahon again.
Well, that's before that guaranteed contract. Vince started giving out them guaranteed checks. Whatever you decide, even if you don't work or you get hurt, you get paid.
Yeah. And Hogan can't get wrestling.
But you got to thank Kevin Nash for that, though. Kevin Nash is the reason why wrestlers have guaranteed contracts now. Like
he
you
might be
got
an ass, but he was a smart ass.
yeah, but you got to think Kevin
Yeah.
Nash that when he went to WCW, he pioneered that guarantee contract.
No,
But at the
absolutely.
same but at the same time, he also had the incentive. If anybody came in behind him that made more money, he got an automatic bump.
Yeah, he ain't stupid. He's a good businessman. He said it was
So
all about the money.
So that's why Big Show didn't like him for a long time. Because when Goldberg came in, Goldberg was getting paid more than all of them. And guess who got an automatic pay bump because Goldberg was making more money?
Sir, it's not my fault you don't have good negotiating skills. What you want me to do?
Hey, listen. I think
And
that
nobody
the
had the contract
NWO,
Hogan had.
their story was self-explanatory that too many people inside the cookie jar, you ain't gonna never know who's responsibility for the destruction. The only
Right.
people that destroyed the NWO was the NWO. When you add too many people, it's out of control. Then people get the egos and you start splitting off, doing your own thing till it implode and nobody's left. Therefore, it led to the downfall of Hulk Hogan destroying the company.
Facts.
I'm keeping a whole bucket there with it because you know I don't like the guy from Can of Paint. I rather watch John Cena rematches all goddamn day. Son,
Just
you
need a
put
match.
if I had the choice between Hulk Hogan and John Cena, between father and son, I'm picking the son every goddamn time. I would do this all damn day and rather than Hulk Hogan.
John Cena wasn't that bad.
He
That's
wasn't.
not the
I didn't say
thugonomics.
it wasn't that bad, but I would pick him over Hulk Hogan.
Oh, everybody
So,
would. You know,
so here's the thing though, and I had to have this conversation in reference to John Cena the other day with somebody because John Cena he was like The Rock, he couldn't wrestle. And I was like, no, John Cena could wrestle. If you got to go back and watch his early stuff, Cena could wrestle. Like, it was Vince McMahon
The
that put
Rock
him
could
into that box. Somebody said The Rock was not a good wrestler.
stupid. Okay.
But I mean, but you had to get past The Rock's
The
flamboyant stuff
Randy
that
Orton
he
voice.
did.
Stupid.
Yeah, that's exactly what that person is, bro. Stupid. Stupid.
But I'm about to say Randy, Jesus. John could wrestle, but when Vince McMahon gets stuck with an idea, then yeah, unfortunately, that person gets stuck in that box. And John's like not going to say no because he's making that money. He's the number one merch seller. He's the number one most requested person for Make a Wish.
He was.
He's collecting checks, and as JBL would call him, he was Big Fight John. So you can't be mad at that. Like it's a business. So
It's about putting butts in seats, and John put butts in seats.
yeah, John was for the kids and he was for the women, and they knew the dudes was going to hate him. Like
Well, they
my
loved him
20,
when he was a rapper. They just hated him when he became a Marine.
I have no comment. I liked him better than Marine than I did the Miz. So
No, but he started doing the whole, that all that, he became when he actually leaned into his clear peopleness. That's when they started hating him.
yeah, John Cena. Miss Voorhees says John Cena might take the Royal Rumble.
Good night, Miss
Which
Voorhees. Have a nice night. Go to sleep.
I would hate to see that. I would.
I would hate to see that, bro.
I'm not gonna get deep into it because I'm gonna touch on this tomorrow when I do my recording for Crazy Corner.
Oh,
This
man.
Royal Rumble is already starting to become stacked.
Listen, if Yeet don't win it, I don't know what to tell you.
It's
Who?
a highway robbery. Jay Uso, he should win it off the rip.
Off rip.
He deserves it.
If Yeet don't win it,
It's all
cash in
politics.
on rules, I don't know what to tell nobody.
He's either gonna
I
win the
don't
Rumble or
know.
Elimination Chamber. One of the two.
I know. I don't need him to win it at the Rumble. That bigger pop. You don't really get a big pop at the Elimination Chamber.
Nah, the Rumble is the pop because the Rumble you stand in the corner, you point at the sign. It's the whole thing. That's the whole thing right there.
But then who would he be facing? Because you got
Cody.
lining up right now. You got Punk versus Roman at Mania, which I'm assuming that's going to be the situation that CM Punk wants to cash his favor in on. And then on the other side, you got Cody, who I'm assuming he holds the title that long. Maybe it's Jay versus Cody, kind of this full circle thing.
I need Cody. It makes better sense.
I don't know because it'll
think
be
about
weird
it.
because somebody. If that's the case, then we're gonna have to get brunette hair Cody.
I could deal with Homelander.
I could do a heel Cody turn, and that's how Cody.
That's what we're gonna have
now
to
Jay
get.
makes it there, but then he loses to Cody because Cody turned heel. or he beats Cody and Cody turns heel afterwards, and now we got Black beating
Yeah.
Cody.
Cody
Right.
just
So,
jumped him after the match. I need an evil Nightmare Academy. Your name is the American Nightmare for a reason.
But then making Cody win would make the whole thing with Kevin Owens right now pointless. Kevin actually deserves this belt. His man has been overshadowed for some years right now. He's been putting in work. He deserves the belt. Let him get the belt. Let him run.
I will let Kevin win Money in the Bank.
Why
what
we
did
gonna let
we
him out?
do?
What
What
we
did
do?
we do to get put in timeout? She said all of us is in timeout. Was it the Rock comment? Because you are late. We didn't say anything
Like Ice
disrespectful about the
Cube and
Rock, man.
Boys in the Hood. What I do, Mama? What I do?
Like that wasn't us. There was somebody else that said he couldn't wrestle. We actually defended him. Like,
Now put yourself in timeout and apologize.
she's Ms. Voorhees is like to my corner
To
I
the corner.
go. Oh my
Oh,
God.
he putting the guest in the corner.
I
But let
think
me
she just
comment on the battle at hand. First of all, I don't believe that we even having this conversation in 2025 when we have already said, commentators and everyone else, this is the greatest cinematic storyline ever told in wrestling history. The
yes.
OG Bloodline storyline has the longest episodic saga ever. It's almost as long as Raw been on air because it's been going on for like at least 5 to 6 years
Yo, you have to
and
understand that.
longer.
Yo, it has. It's been about because Roman was champion for what, 3 years, almost 4 years?
Almost 4
Yo,
years.
And the
he
story
had,
started during the pandemic. So
he
yeah,
had
it's been about 5 years, yo, that this story's been going.
you hear me?
What's that?
He had the belt for as long as I've been in Virginia.
It's been going for a minute. And if you actually think about it, it's been going longer than that. Because Roman been throwing his bloodline thing
It's
out there for
been
a long
4.5. But if you
Right.
like,
That's what I'm saying. Like,
they've
he
been doing
became
it since the
champion.
girls do
He
this.
became champion during the pandemic when they had the Superdome or the whatever dome era. When they had the fake monitors, the monitors in the back, and made it look like people was watching, people was online watching. And with
They
the
were
with the
playing
but
solitaire.
the what?
here's my reasoning. I challenge you to find anybody in the New World Order storyline, and I'm gonna put the Bloodline 2.0 to the side because I feel like Jacob came in a star. He wasn't made a star because of that storyline. He came in a star, and off the rip, the OG Bloodline made main event Jey Uso. The OG Bloodline revitalized Sami Zayn, revitalized Kevin Owens, gave you Jimmy, even though Jimmy had the personality from the start. Now you get to see Big Jim and his personality shine.
Big Jim.
And then think about all the people that got to challenge Roman for that belt that wasn't doing nothing, but they needed somebody for Roman to kill along the way.
What
And then it
cousin
wasn't
were
all
we
stuff they got to
talking
do.
about? I'm sorry, nah. What cousin were we talking about? I need you to make sense, Sway. Make it make sense, Sway.
Sway is over here drinking.
Yeah, moderator.
Better get
So
out. Get out
I
the
Sure.
agree
booth.
with you because Drew McIntyre got a rebirth out of the bloodline. We got Solo being brought up because of that. Like the bloodline has actually brought life into people. And hell, Kevin Owens is now still getting another run because he's mad at people for aligning themselves with the bloodline.
Which goes to my point. The storyline is so hard that you have people beefing on Raw about what Roman did the last 4 years. He ain't a champion no more.
Right.
Once again, it brings me to the story when I said it before. This is literally a Marvel timeline. Every branch is now something different, but it still goes along the bloodline story.
Roman Reigns is the Thanos of the WWE.
All right.
Roman
So
Thanos.
we are in agreement that the OG bloodline is the better story being told or has been told.
Did you hear the Paul Heyman speech?
Which Paul
Yes,
Heyman
sir.
speech? He then gave a
Man,
Wrestling
lot
Hall of
of
Fame.
them.
when they talk about Oscars and Emmys, they need to start looking at the WWE.
Oh yeah,
They should have that
but they're not.
absolutely.
But they're not.
But considering the fact you have it on Netflix and Netflix is a TV show based platform series, yes, you
Yep.
should give this
I mean, but
show.
you can say the same
Please.
thing about USA because you can say the same thing about USA, but they're not
But
going
that's what
to
I'm
do
saying.
that.
They should have been in that category. They should have been nominated for stuff like that.
Yeah, but it's one of those weird things that they. Yeah, but I don't know. I'm not gonna say I agree, and I'm not gonna say I disagree. I'm just gonna say I don't know because this is one
If
of
you don't
those
want to
weird
call us a
gray
real
areas.
sport and you don't want to give us ESPYs, they give WWE people ESPYs in here and there now and again.
Actually, no, they've been
we
consistently getting ESPYs for the last few years.
Beyond being
it's sports entertainment. I
But
need the
but
award.
but ESPN has been recognizing them as athletes for the last few years.
Right. We got the sports awards. I want the entertainment awards.
All right. So, but either way, we come to the agreement that the OG Bloodline is the better story being told, and it has ever been told.
What category would they be? It would be in drama. That's it. That's the category. It would be in dramatic storytelling.
Okay. So
that's dramatic storytelling in a limited series. Oh, you good?
It's not a limited series because it continues.
Well, listen, it don't come on every day.
Right. It's limited to 1 day a week.
It's limited.
Give my trophy.
That's not
that up. Right.
That's not what limited series means. I need you to look that up.
Run with it.
It's the day. Right. You don't have to be correct all the time, Jimmy.
Moving on to the next card. All right. This next question, I'm not taking responsibility for the question.
What?
You should.
My partner is going to take responsibility for this question.
It's shared responsibility. It sounds like it's going to be something Phil Florent Phil.
So,
what is this?
Hogan versus Roman versus Solo. Who wins?
Are we still censored in 2025? Do we still gotta remain FCC censored?
Yes,
this is some gold. Who came up with this?
Daniel.
Hulk Hogan versus Roman Reigns versus Solo Sikoa. Who do you have?
Me?
Yeah, you.
Hulk Hogan versus Roman Reigns versus. Well, first of all, it's not even between Hulk Hogan. It's between I mean, we already figured out who won that match, so Roman.
We got a Roman.
But I said turn to my husband.
All right, but are we talking about Hulk Hogan now?
I don't care about Hulk Hogan now. We talking about no Hogan bar version.
The NWO Hulk Hogan in his heyday.
Well, to be honest, we're gonna go before the niggas beach.
You can talk about current Hulk Hogan, you red and yellow Hulk Hogan, black and white Hulk Hogan, Thunder Lips from Rocky, no Hulk bar Hulk Hogan. It don't matter. It don't matter.
We're gonna go before they found out he didn't like dark meat.
When he was a real American, fighting for the rights of every man, he still get his ass whooped.
Hey, wouldn't that make him a real American? He don't like dark meat.
Real quick, before you even indulge that damn question. So the moderator says we was talking about Roman. Nobody disrespected Roman. I need you. All right. So in the moderator's defense, she's not feeling well. So I think she's not hearing clearly. So nobody said anything about The Rock. Nobody said anything about Roman. Like did not disrespect the tribal chief. We throw our ones up for the tribal chief. Well, Danny just threw up water. But
I threw up one for him. I got you. I got yours.
Danny threw up water. And Chris says, anyone but Hogan.
Because speaking of since we're on a Hogan name, that boo, that wonderful Roris boo that Hulk Hogan got, I felt that in my soul. Like, I felt the hatred.
Or do we like Terry?
So here's the thing, and you saw the video, Danny. So here's the thing. I talked about that on the video on my last Crazy Corner video, and yes, I've been plugging it a lot. I'm plugging it for a reason. I talked about that because a lot of the rumors or the dirt sheets or whatever was saying he got booed because he was at the RNC.
No.
I I don't think that was the case. And the reason why I said I don't think that was the case, I think that played a part of it because California is a Democrat state. And they were in LA, but I think that played a very small part of it. I honestly think people are just tired of Hulk Hogan and tired of the stuff that he does towards people with melon.
Yeah,
In
let's
the
be honest.
in the hold on in the melanated community, because if it had anything to do with him being with the RNC, the Republican National Convention, and being there endorsing Trump, then we should have a problem with Undertaker and Kane. And Undertaker got a pop when he came out and stood with Rhea Ripley, because Undertaker and Kane are both Republicans, proud Republicans, and they endorse Trump. And I'm not taking nothing away from that. I don't care about your political affiliations. You vote for who you vote for. I'm here to watch you wrestle. And that's it. I think people are just flat out tired of Hulk Hogan. And the other reason Hulk Hogan was there, for those who don't know, WWE owns a minority stock in Real American Beer. That's why he's there. So they can use him to promote the beer that they're getting paid for. It is that simple.
We're not buying it.
Danny?
They should let him use being commercials, but don't bring him there in real life. I honestly think, like I said on the Lions Den, plug, that they used him. I think Triple H was in the back laughing. I really do, because you knew that was going to happen in LA. Nobody else got booed but him.
You
You knew
think he
that
was
was
sitting
going
in
to
the
happen.
background laughing, like, watch this, watch this.
Listen, even JBL is on that side, on the Trump side, and he was in the back. And when he came out before the show, he didn't get booed.
Nope.
This was Hulk Hogan because of the comments he made back in the day, and then he came back, apologized, and came back, and then more tapes came out, and then there's other former wrestlers saying that you used to do this to them behind the scenes. Teddy Long, MVP, all these other people saying this stuff, and then your best friends is saying this, that you've been doing this behind the scenes. Now it's coming out, you want to keep apologizing. Mark Henry said it, when I see you, it was on site.
And even Booker T got to the point of not defending him anymore. And shout out to Booker T, who stepped back in the ring at the age of 59 to go against Zilla Fatu. But I haven't seen the match. I'm trying to find it online. But I heard it was a great match.
What Booker T once told Hulk Hogan, "We coming for you."
Yeah, I mean, and the thing is, he defended him the first time with the whole thing when he was having a private conversation. Hell, even I defended Hogan because people was like, "Well, how can you defend him?" He was having a private conversation that got recorded. I can't be mad at that man for that. Like, you speak how you speak inside your house. Now, if he was out in public and was like, "I don't like no," that's something different. I'm like, hold on, bro. Hold on, bro. You know, but
you told that to your daughter, then your daughter broke up with the dude.
Right. So that's my
I'm never
thing.
mad at somebody being who they are authentically. If that's who you are authentically, then be that. But for me,
Right.
as a black child, growing up watching this product,
Right.
having the toys, having the ice cream bars, and all that other good shenanigans, up until the Warrior came and everybody kind of turned on him anyway. And then going back to him when the NWO came, we rode with this dude for years. And we didn't know any better. Now that we know better, we have a right to say, all right, well, that's who you are now, or has always been, then I don't got to rock with you. I'm cool on you. Go ahead, do you, bro.
Word on the street, they said Ric Flair too.
Oh, yeah, Teddy Long said it. But everybody love Ric Flair. The bros love Ric Flair. But Teddy Long said Ric Flair is one of them, has been one of them for the longest time. Teddy Long going to tell you what it is. They grew up around this stuff. The only person I think that really know that don't really say nothing to Tony Atlas. Tony Atlas be chilling. He be like, I don't want to smoke with nobody. But he know. He been there. He been in the cut. He seen it.
I thought Tony Atlas was dead.
No, he ain't dead.
I thought he died.
No, that man's still here. I'm trying to kill that man off.
Know. I thought he was gone. I apologize.
Nonetheless, Roman and Solo, because Hogan is on the outside laying down somewhere. So now it's Roman and Solo, and we already know how that ends up. Roman all day.
What did you say, yo? Hold on. Run that back, yo.
I said Roman versus Solo, because Hogan is laying out on the outside, laid out somewhere, because he didn't make it to the ring.
You
Somebody
said you
probably
didn't
laid him
make
out.
it. You said you didn't
He
make
ain't
it to
made
the
it.
ring.
No, he got a spear. What's the thing that him and Solo used to do together? The spear in the thumb, the spike.
Yeah, the Samoan Spike. Yeah.
Yeah, he gone. He out of it. Now it's just them two. They can hash it out.
Listen, hey, Kev, you know, you remember the
Hold on.
TikTok answer we put on TikTok, bro?
So so Danny been posting on TikTok, and for those who don't know, President elect Trump is really trying to save TikTok right now. I'm going to be honest with you, like he's really trying to save it. Um,
But
so
who was the
Danny
one trying to
posted.
ban it? I thought he was the one banning it.
No,
No,
no, no. That's the current administration that's trying to ban it. That passed a law to get it banned. Um. Anyway, we do what if covers. You see him on our Instagram and our Facebook, and Danny posts them on our TikTok. And he posted, "What if Hulk Hogan won? No, what if Hogan entered the Royal Rumble?" Hands down. First of all, within like 4 hours, it got like over. It was a crazy amount of views that hit. Crazy amount of views. I think it was like almost like 1,400 views in like 2 hours. It's crazy. For us, I know other people are like, well, that's nothing. For us, that's a lot in a short amount of in that amount of time. And then everybody was in agreement like he would die.
Literally
people
die.
people were like, I will become a full-time AEW fan. If I want to watch shit, I'm going to watch AEW. It was like, wow. Uh,
it was like they would have him in the ring with Oprah Finney, Trick Williams.
yeah, somebody said they was going to
But you know
have.
what?
So, hold on.
That
They
would
said
hit
Obafemi, Trick Williams, Carmelo
Carmelo,
Hayes,
the Street Profits,
the Street Profits,
Apollo
waiting,
Crew.
waiting in Gorilla to jump him when he walk out.
But check this out. In the old Vince McMahon era, he would do something like that. Based on everything that you're hearing out here in the public and all, he would make it so Hulk Hogan was the only one in there in the middle of the ring, looking around like he normally looked, and there's nothing but black wrestlers in this drink. And
Fact,
everybody in the audience would be like, "Yo, we've been waiting on this."
facts.
And while
Let
Hulk
him get
Hogan,
Molly Watt for a few minutes, and then somebody come out here and save him.
All right, so okay, let's bring it back. Okay, so either way, Hulk Hogan's dead in this match. Like he's not even there. He's not even relevant. And as of the first Raw of the new year on Netflix, that is a mouthful. Roman Reigns beat Solo, so I guess by default, or what happened in real life, Roman wins.
It's the only way it was going to ever end anyway, sir.
So okay, now I have a question. This is my question, and we're going to move on to the next part of the card. Bell, please.
You already see my face.
Bloodline have taken over WCW.
yes,
Yes, if you take the OG bloodline and mix it with the new bloodline, and that would have been the crew to run up in there, absolutely.
Hell, I think the OG bloodline could have took over, and then the new, then you add in, it just causes a full lockdown in the Uso Penitentiary.
but if three
Yes.
people can take over WCW, if Hogan,
Right.
Kevin Hall can do it, you mean to tell me Roman, Jimmy, and Jay can't do it?
Oh, absolutely. I believe it.
You
I
can throw
think
in Sammy for the fun fact. Just throw in Sammy, whatever.
I
Just
think
smash
that
it
that
and
that
step.
dynamic would have been completely different to see versus how like the NWO did it. I think that dynamic would have been, it definitely still would have been intriguing. And I think that would have been one of those. I think if that would have happened during the Monday Night Wars, WWE would have went down. If you'd have had this bloodline with this current story, Vince couldn't survive.
Oh, ain't no
No,
way.
no. You would need
Vince,
Mankind to win the belt on 6 different occasions.
I'm going
well,
to
that's
give you
right.
another piece of honesty. Because of this particular storyline, and because of the traction that WWE made from the pandemic up until now, technically, it is what helped keep wrestling alive. For the other
Yeah,
promotions to bear fruit from.
yeah, definitely.
Yeah. We
Because now
don't
you
want
want to see what these other people are going to do to top them. You want to see, do y'all got something that's as interesting as this? Because this has kept me going through all of the. Wasn't nothing else new coming out during the pandemic? Wasn't nothing else popping? No sports and stuff was kicking.
Yeah, and I think getting beat with cinder blocks and staple guns is not working.
AEW and everybody swear, there's some loyal people that I know that love
Ooh.
AEW, and I don't like knocking other wrestling promotions, but I get it. You guys are the wrestling company. I understand that. Y'all put on matches. Y'all like wrestling, but I cannot honestly sit and watch a whole 2 hours of Collision or Rampage or whatever the hell they call themselves nowadays. It's
Oh, Rampage is getting canceled. If it hasn't been, but
whatever
Rampage
it
is
is.
getting canceled.
Dynamite.
Warner Brothers already said they want it gone.
All your pay-per-views. Everybody don't have to end up bloody. Everybody don't have to end up through tacks and chairs and. I get it. I get doing that once in a while. I totally understand it. But if you don't have a story to tell, you're not going to hold people for very, very long. Yes, you
So,
want to wrestle. Great.
so they were in Cincinnati for Dynamite, and I don't go out my way to disrespect or trash AEW like some AEW people go out the way to trash WWE. I said it before, and I stand by. I know, and I respect it, and I accept the fact I am a WWE mark for life, and I
Right.
know I am. But I'm also a realist to call out bullcrap that WWE puts out, and I'm about that. They were in Cincinnati, which is the home of their champion Moxley.
Mm-hmm.
It is a 4,500 seat arena that they were in, and they did not sell out. Your champion is in his hometown and couldn't sell out a 4,500 seat arena.
Because Mox is cool, but let's be honest, Mox was not the main nigga of the Shield. Excuse me, FCC was not the main
Ring,
guy of the Shield.
Ring of Honor came to Baltimore at the Dew Burns Arena, which is like considerably smaller,
Mm-hmm.
and they
So
sold out the Dew Burns Arena every time they came to Baltimore,
And people
faithfully.
love Ring of Honor. Ring of Honor is like as beloved as ECW used to be.
Ring of Honor is a wrestling company.
wasn't
It's
that
Because,
it's
Maryland here?
wrestling.
huh?
Wasn't that originally founded in Maryland too?
No,
Ring of Honor. I think it was
no.
I want to
Sinclair
say
Broadcasting had bought them, so that's why they was like being advertised, like being broadcast on Fox, and it was heavy. They was heavily torn within the Sinclair Broadcasting
but it was
areas.
primarily down here in the DMV area though.
Yeah.
Then in
So
Maryland wrestling.
yeah, but like I said, I don't go out my way to knock it. AEW. It is what it is. If you like it, you like it. If you don't, you don't. I don't like AEW, and I didn't like AEW from the beginning because of former WWE wrestlers that went there and took shots at WWE. Like
Well, that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to take. It's like a rap battle. You're supposed to take shots at the person on top. The
where you go,
problem with that was,
no, it's the way you go about doing it. Like Chris Jericho. Like we know who Chris Jericho was from WCW, but
hmm
Chris Jericho became a worldwide name because of WWE.
right?
But do you want to
But
trash them? If it wasn't for
yes,
WWE, we wouldn't even know who you were.
and the reason why he trashed him is because he was on his way dwindling down, as WWE always do. When you're about to dwindle out, they want you to kind of fade to the black and put some other people over, and they don't want to give you that spot that you think you should have. And now you got issues, and now you want to leave and go on somewhere else and get the bitching and complaining, which you can do. Same with Mox. Mox didn't like the gas mask scenario they gave him, and now he goes over there. This is the best place to be, and I get to be myself, and I get to bleed every other match. Whatever, sir. But you still can't pack out like Steph. You still can't pack out like Roman. My problem with AEW was when they came in and they made, when Cody was running the joint, they said, we're going to be different. We're going to be anti, basically, whatever WWE was. We're going to build new stars. Okay, great. You had transgender wrestlers. You had gay wrestlers. You had, a whole bunch of other things popping that I wasn't necessarily in agreement with, but you were different. And then next thing you know, when these dudes got free because they got cut because of the pandemic, oh, they said, oh, open market. We gonna bring all these other people over here, and you turn it right into the same thing it's always been. So
That's
what's the
that's
problem?
on a crazy opinion. I'm going to go on my Lions then move for a minute. Tony Khan is stupid. You got all these people from WWE that literally complain when they didn't complain in front of this man when they were there. Get on your show and then you complain. You're not no different. It's just like what I was saying. What's the point of you going over there to bitch and complain? Cody got over there to AEW, had stocks. He basically was the owner of it, the manager of it, and then all of a sudden he gave him this stock because of creative differences. Why were the creative differences? Tony Khan and the Young Bucks wanted more control over it. Cody gave up his side of him. Yeah, we still friends, but as business partners, I can't deal with you. I'm gonna go back and finish my career in WWE because I know longevity is gonna be the key. I keep coming over here and I'm fighting dudes 20 years younger than me in ladder matches, knowing I can't keep up. It's not gonna work that way. Tony Khan is retarded, and I'm gonna say it. I don't care. Stop doing this product, dude. You cut the matches off. You cut the lights off in the middle of the match because you only had a daycare center at the audience. You were giving away free tickets and people still didn't show up. What's the whole purpose of this? And then you get on TV with Sasha Banks, and she get on TV talking about AEW is where the wrestling was at. How will we know? Nobody even watches.
Exactly.
You come over to AEW and get 2 belts within 2 weeks, and you ain't even that good to hold the first belt. Baby turned you when you was over WWE.
And the funny part about that is that she's still not a drawer.
Ooh, I'm getting hot. Ooh.
She's still not a
that is the
drawer.
point. She's still not. I mean, she might have been a draw in Japan, but over here, she's not a draw.
No, you're not a drawer.
You're not turning that TV to watch an AEW product because you know Sasha or Monet, whatever her name is about the wrestle such and such.
So, and that was the whole point. Like when her and Naomi originally walked out, and I felt like Naomi was
follow-up.
Huh?
Now I do have to.
No, I do. No, I think Naomi was a casualty, was a bystander in that situation because she's like, do I pick my friend or what? And that walkout because they was like, well, we want more TV time. Well, you're not marketable.
They did have a small point to the fact that they were tag team champions. In order for that belt to mean something, it has to be shown. Look what Bianca and Jade did with them. Bianca and Jade to me was the best representations of them belts thus far.
Yeah.
Yeah, you learn from
because they got the TV time. They got to put them belts on. They got to put matches on.
They're also more appealing. They're more appealing though.
This is also true. That is very true.
And not to sound like a guy, but I'm about to sound like a guy.
It was sexy.
They're better to look at.
This is, I mean, yeah. Let's be real. I mean, they are marketable. They're more marketable. Use that word. That sounds better, Kev.
They're more they're more marketable. Even with Naomi and Bianca, it's still more marketable than Sasha.
And BBL Bailey? When BBL Bailey had the belt.
Bailey was more marketable. Bailey
Why y'all keep calling her BBL Bailey? Stop
now you calling it it's not.
Leave her alone.
I'm just saying Naya said something that she really shouldn't be talking about people. I'm just saying, boo boo. You told the whole world that you SNS.
Break the fluid.
Yeah.
So she did what?
She drinks male bodily fluid.
When was this?
A fluid that, you didn't see the clip? You didn't see the clip?
Bro?
No.
Okay, so it's viral like
I'm
crazy.
very happy to hear it.
We were on. Okay, they were at a house show, and we're gonna get to the next question after this. They were at a house show, and the guy had a sign that said "Naya sucks." Okay, so they had a sign that says "Naya sucks," and Naya said, "I like that sign. I suck and swallow."
I knew I loved her for a reason. Just another reason. Just another added on reason.
She is honest about what she does for a living.
Yes, she does.
Yes. She gets
not like most girls. It's in her song. She's not like most girls.
Do your thing. She would look at her now.
Look. just about every man in the world heard that this is what happened.
Like,
What?
oh, really? Stocks went up.
It was like the Dream of Genie. It was like the Dream of Genie sound. It's like
Stocks went up.
It was like, what did she say?
right. I was.
We need more undefeated 25.
All right, so I'm going to ask. So this is my question for the show. I'm not going to ring the bell for this one. This is a bonus match, bonus round. Hold on, we got a couple comments I need to get to. I'm sorry, folks. We just sitting here tripping.
Tonga Lord versus Hulk Hogan.
I still wouldn't choose Hulk Hogan.
Shut up.
Yes, it
magical.
was magical. Yes.
Yeah, okay. She said it's magical. Of course, Miss Voorhees would say it's magical.
And she
all right.
should.
So this is my question, and I want you guys to kind of think about this before you answer, because I do have an answer for this one.
I'm still thinking about Nia, but go ahead. What are we thinking about?
Did the NWO pave the way for the Bloodline?
Hell no.
For long-term storytelling?
No.
Not
even close.
Okay, so now why?
Because again, the Bloodline probably, to me, okay, just from an observer, just from being a fan of that family in different years, the Bloodline is more than a storyline. The Bloodline to Roman, the Bloodline to Jimmy, Jay, and everybody else that comes through that, whether they're in WWE or in another promotion, is real to them. They're trying to put as much as their family eats off of wrestling. Period. And WWE is wrestling at the highest form in that field to everybody else. That's where you're striving to get to. So if I can get as many people on as I can, and my family continues to eat, as Roman says, if I'm drawing money, my family is eating. If I am making money, everybody in this family is eating. If I'm not making money, everybody in this family is starving. That's how serious he takes it. Therefore, that's why that storyline meant a lot, because it was real. His thought process was real. I am trying to feed our entire family. He put Jay Uso in line. If I don't feed you, you don't feed your family. Your wife don't eat. Your kids don't eat. So fall in line. Jimmy, fall in line. Naomi was out there struggling looking for work until she found some work at TNA. Sir, fall in line, because them chicks is helping her too. Ola was to Jacob. Everybody else, before they even came on, they said, this is our tribal chief. You know why? Because eventually it led them here. This is a real storyline. The NWO was some fake, fictitious, I'm trying to get my money, got my money. Now you, the Disco Inferno, and Dusty Rhodes, and everybody else get to wear NWO shirts. It became a joke. This ain't a joke to them.
Inferno.
This ain't a joke to them. You got red NWO, black NWO, Japanese version of NWO. Now I do think the NWO helped with the Bullet Club type of stuff. Yeah, that's spawned off of it. But no, Bloodline, that's real. Look at The Rock. The Rock is now high chief. They take this stuff seriously, yo.
I'm gonna say no, and yeah, just because of the fact that when I think of the storyline telling, I think of Dusty Rhodes and the Horsemen. That was storytelling to me. They were the originators of it. Then back then, Paul Heyman was affiliated with that.
True.
So if you want to get technical, Paul Heyman is the OG. He's the local of all of that. Like he knows all the horsemen. Him and Tully Blanchard was there for the story of Dusty Rhodes versus the Horsemen. They put that together themselves. Then it was Paul Heyman with the Road Warriors and the what's their name? The Midnight Express. It was Paul Heyman with that.
Best tag team till the Usos came along.
Paul Heyman is very old, bro.
Paul Heyman's been around. He's been around. He's been in the game since he was a kid.
He's been in the game since he was 14 years old. Like he used to sneak in and
together. So he should get a ring for every generation he was in.
He has literally grown up with this family, this Fatu, our Naughty,
and the McMahons, and the McMahons. Because remember, he worked. I'm sorry, he worked
No,
for Vince's father.
right. As a
So
photographer.
right.
He
And
was
then
there. Stephanie was born.
So that's why Paul Heyman will always be the true GOAT of sports entertainment, professional wrestling. Like
and it
as
was rumored that at the beginning of that storyline thing, him and Roman had a lot to do with that pendant in that story. So I give credit to Paul Heyman. Paul Heyman has not only the bloodline. You can think about countless other people Paul Heyman's put on and put in better spots, in and out of WWE. Bianca Belair, he called Bianca Belair shot before she became who she was.
I remember watching Smack talking
Talking
smack
smack,
when he interviewed. He even said the same thing to Big E. He told
right?
Big E, he was like, if you get out your way and stop with the games, you're going to become a world champion.
Let's be honest here, but there's a combination of people. We gotta look at Booker T. We gotta look at Mark Henry. We gotta look at Paul Heyman and Michael Hayes. I think them four alone are the Mount Rushmore of WWE.
I don't know about Michael Hayes, man. I don't know. I don't know if I could put Michael Hayes on the Mount Rushmore of WWE.
Michael
And the
Hayes
only
to me is
and the
not a
only
cheater as
reason
far as
why I
Hulk
say
Hogan.
that is because he was too much of a Vince McMahon D rider. He was such a yes man for him, and it's annoying.
He was a boss, sir. He want them checks.
Yeah, I
Look,
understand.
Mark Henry discovered a lot of them. Booker T trained them, and Paul Heyman motivated them.
True that.
Yeah, I give you that. I'm not going to deny that. Paul Heyman, I mean Booker T, and Mark Henry did discover. I mean, look, the Usos came through reality wrestling school.
Yep.
Mark Henry sent Bianca to Booker.
Yep.
So Naomi came through there. Athena, who's down TNA right now.
Yes,
Um,
Lord. Yes, Lord.
Amber
She in TNA? I thought she was still in
and she
ROH.
yeah ROH yeah I'm back yeah ROH. And for those who don't know who Athena is, Amber Moon. That's who she was before she became Athena. She went through reality wrestling, so they know how to spot talent. They know how to get them elevated. But
Mark Henry
Book,
found you.
Hey,
but
did you know
Booker
that Mark
T,
Henry married Aleister Black?
yeah,
And he didn't get he Vince McMahon said he couldn't hold the belt long because of his tattoos.
which is crazy.
That's
But
when they
see,
switched with Saudi.
but see, that was the Vince McMahon problem. Vince McMahon just had images of what he thought wrestlers should look like. He never really fully changed. If something became trendy, he did it because he wanted to keep up with that way because it was trendy. Like he didn't want to do the whole hip hop thing with John Cena, but Stephanie did because Stephanie heard John rap and she was like, "That's your niche. That's going to be the thing that gets you over." And she really had to convince Vince to let them do that because he was about to get fired. And he talked about that several times. He was like, "I was on my way out the door."
You could tell the difference between the Vince McMahon era. Rhea Ripley hair was blonde.
Yeah,
Triple H era, she's
You know the Triple H let them people they let them look like what they want to look like. The Grays like in Tom like Tommaso Ciampa. Vince McMahon would have had that man beard dyed black. That man is out here looking like Santa Claus. You look the gray, like you gray, you gray. If you old, you
he
old. Do you?
Triple H is a fan of using you for the reason we hired you.
you're a wrestler and tell a story you can sell.
Right. We picked you up because you have this particular style of wrestling, and we want that. But Vince McMahon was like, "Oh, I can turn you into a megastar if you just do this." It's like the record industry.
Sound like
Yeah,
this.
you're a great R&B singer, but if we make you a pop star, you'd be rich. You see what I'm saying? It's the
Right.
same thing.
Side
I'm
note:
still voting on Velveteen Dream to
what
come
kind of
back.
music sounds you got back there for Shawn Michaels? I just need to give Shawn Michaels his flowers. That man has uh, done the world a great deal of service with his new females roster.
Shawn
I don't know what he's
Michaels.
doing. Shawn Michaels is like the godfather of 2025. I don't know what's going on, but he deserves his flowers.
It's looking different down there in NXT.
It's looking real different. They got the best female roster to date.
Look at this.
Ever.
Call it what I call it.
He
Nikita
said Sean
Ryan.
is invited to every cookout. If he ever wants to come around, he can just walk up to every cookout. And here it is.
Got a potato salad for you. Don't bring nothing.
Right. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have come to the part of the show where it's time for us to say goodbye. But before we say goodbye, we wanted to share with you guys our final thoughts on this. So the night was about the battles between NWO, Bloodline OG, and Bloodline 2.0. After the end of the day, Bloodline OG comes out the victor in this. We're not ever taking anything away from what NWO did for the industry and what they did for us as fans. Because I remember flipping back back and forth watching the Monday Night Wars, and I remember the first time I seen Scott Hall and Kevin Nash walk into the WCW arena, and they played it like Vince McMahon sent them there, and they was there to take over and just do this, that, and the third. And I thought that was awesome. Chris says, so Triple H is about telling a good story. See, good story do things. That's Chris's motto. That is her motto. Is like, you give her a good story, she is wrapped into it.
Like Harry Potter.
Okay, we're not going to start that. We're moving past that.
Oh, and one more thing. Nah, I'm with you. I'm sorry I couldn't defend you that week, but Die Hard is a Christmas movie.
It is not. It is not. And
It
we're
is.
not going to do this. It was a reason why your ass couldn't breathe. Okay?
God, they want me to tell the truth. So get me
Why would God not want you to tell the truth? Pause for a second. No. Why would God not want you to tell the truth? Do you know how moronic that sounds?
I know how it sounds, and I know what I say. Like, I'm going to say it again. He didn't want me to tell the truth because he gave you that platform to let everybody know.
I muted you.
So biased. Why you mute that brother while he's telling the truth? That's what the propaganda, that's what this country is doing now. Want to mute the man for telling the truth. You can mute me too. It's okay. I don't care.
How you know? Goddamn, why you mute me?
Die Hard is a Christmas movie. Die Hard 2 was a sequel to the Christmas movie.
All right. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we have come to the end of the show. Shout out to everybody who chimed in tonight. We appreciate you. Hold on, we got more comments. We trying to go home. It's not. Is it not?
Yeah,
over?
we got one.
Nope. She's saying, "Shut up, Dan."
No, not that one.
Marquise.
She's punished. Not that one.
Me too, because Die Hard. Marquise, where the hell you even come from, fam? I'm gonna need you fall back, bro. All right.
Let's go, Big Keys. Yeah.
Yo, shout out to Marquise.
My man.
Shout out to Marquise. Anyway, moving on.
Look, I needed you.
We here.
Y'all not. Y'all gone. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, new episodes of Crazy Corner is coming out tomorrow. So take a look. Danny is working on new Lions Den episodes, and he is working on some trailer reviews coming. We got this new platform. Shout out, and we know we're not getting the check for this, but I do want to shout them out. Shout out to EV Mux. This is the platform that we're using for streaming now. We have upgraded and we have gotten bigger and better things. And as you can see, it's so much cleaner and so much crisp for us. Miss Donaldson, I'm gonna need you to mind your business. I'm gonna need you to mind your business.
Miss Donaldson.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Lord. You know what?
They tried to hold me down. They tried to oppress me with their glasses and tell me I didn't know what I was talking
black
about.
People is getting on my nerves, so we're gonna end this show. But with that being
are you mad? Don't be mad.
I'm gonna need you out the camera like that. Something's wrong with you. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen,
hey, my teeth clean.
You can catch us. Shut up, yo. You can catch us at Two Fat Guys Podcast 99@gmail.com. If you got any questions for us, you can email us. Facebook, Two Fat Guys Podcast. Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok as of right now. We say TikTok as of right now because we don't know if it's actually going to exist at the tomorrow. Two Fat Guys Podcast 99. Two Fat Guys Podcast for YouTube. And Spotify's Two Fat Guys Podcast. So TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, Two Fat Guys Podcast 99. Spotify, Two Fat Guys Podcast. New episodes are going to be loaded this week onto the podcast, onto Spotify. So thank y'all so much. Keep your fingers crossed that we don't lose TikTok. TikTok is not just for us, but TikTok has given people opportunity to express themselves and to make entrepreneurs, give them a platform to make money and to take care of their families and so forth and so on. So let's not get rid of TikTok. Hopefully President-elect Trump actually keeps his word and keep it.
No yeet.
No yeet, for real.
No. No yeet.
He said, I'm late for the show, fellas. Sorry. Been busy day, LOL. Next time I'll be around. It's all good, Marquise. You still love. So let's hope we keep TikTok around. But with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, I need you to do one thing. Tell a friend to tell a friend.
That Die Hard is a Christmas movie.
Tell a friend to tell a friend. The Two Fat Guys Podcast is back again. Later.